how has COVID impacted me? Well, it has impacted me in a little bit of way because my cousins had it back in the summer. They're okay now.
A big one is my husband is at high risk. He has a very rare autoimmune disease called Guillain-Barré, and it affects his nervous system. So if he were to get really, really sick, it would actually paralyze him and possibly potentially cause death. So we've had to be very cautious and careful in our home. We haven't been able to see friends or family since the beginning of COVID, so that's been really hard. So that's impacted us a lot, especially for our daughters who are 16 and 10, not being able to see their friends or hang out or have sleepovers. That's been really, really tough.
Well, it's been harder for me to find things to do with my friends since things are either closed or have a limited number of people that can be allowed.
It's impacted me by just making me mad.
Not that much. I'm in theater, so it messed up with that.
Do you like wearing a mask? Well, unlike most people, masks don't really bother me. I don't really have an issue wearing them. I don't find it difficult to breathe in them or anything like that. And quite honestly, over time, I feel like it's just become part of my wardrobe. Sometimes I find myself feeling weird if I don't have a mask on. So I don't mind it at all. I don't think it's a hassle or, doesn't create a big issue for me whatsoever. And quite honestly, I've kind of enjoyed seeing all the different styles of masks that are out there. I think there's some really cool artistic styles going on with them. So I think people are making it a lot more fun, which is kind of neat to see.
I do not like wearing a mask.
I don't like it, but I don't hate it.
No, those are very difficult for me to breathe in at points.
Do I personally like wearing a mask? I didn't at first, but now it's okay now.
Is remote learning hard or easy? I find it easier than in person.
For myself, being an art teacher, I find remote learning very hard. Trying to teach things artistically, which we teach art using our hands and our eyes, and it's hard to see what the students are working on. So I find remote learning very difficult.
Why do you think online school is easy? I'll start with the first one. I think it's kind of easy because you can, show up and you can show up in your pajamas or anything.
It's hard to learn remotely.
Why is remote learning hard or easy? Well, I have a tendency to have problems with paying attention, especially when it comes to me being at home.
Why is remote learning hard? Because I can't be with them. I can't be with the students. I can't see what they're working on. I can't help them if they need help. A lot of times with art, it's just easy to sit with a student and grab a pencil and show them how to do something or work with them, and I can't do that if I'm here and they're somewhere else. And
I find that it's easier in online than in person because online you're in a place that's already familiar to you, so you don't look around trying to see what's going on around you because you're alone and you're somewhere that you know, and you don't get distracted as easily, even though you know where all of the distractions are. Because I find that I get distracted really easily in a classroom because I'm looking at all of the stuff that the teachers have up and stuff.
What's hard? I think it's kind of hard. What's kind of hard about it is if you have a bad Wi-Fi signal and you're trying to talk to your teachers and then you also news cut out. That kind of sucks.
What is hard/easy about remote learning? I think that Some of the harder stuff is stuff like theater and PE and stuff like that, where you have to be in person to be able to do it. And then the easy stuff is stuff like science and math, where they can do like ed puzzles, and there's like videos and stuff that can help you.
I can't learn, like, that's not how I work.
Well, I guess an easy thing is you can go at your own pace a little, which makes it a bit easier.
Say that kind of a good thing is that you could like be anywhere you choose. You could go, you could go in your room and be in the covers and do class, or you could you could just be in the basement, somewhere.
I don't have to wear a mask at home.
Remote. What is one good thing about remote learning? Well, for the students, it's being able to stay in their PJs. Why not? You don't have to get dressed. You don't have to worry about waking up early and doing your hair and, putting on makeup and, putting on clothes. You can just kind of roll out of bed as you are and hop on a Zoom meeting and then, go about your day. So I guess that's one good thing. Unfortunately for me, I still have to get dressed and put on makeup and come to work.
I can cheat.
What is one bad thing about remote learning? Not being with my kids. I became a teacher because I like to interact with the students, and I like to be with the students and work with the students. And I feel like sometimes I'm more than just a teacher. I'm a parent, I'm a counselor, I'm a friend, and I don't get that with that remote.
Well, can't really tell if people are on their phones or not. Can easily start messing around on their phone, doing stuff, and you wouldn't know about it.
Probably just the fact that I still have to get up at 7 or whatever.
Things like theater and PE have to go online, and you're not as motivated to do it at home than you would be in person. I'm a big theater kid, and in theater you have to feed off of the energy of the other person that you're doing a scene with, the other people in your scenes, and that can be hard when it's online and you're doing it over a Google Meet or a Zoom meeting.
What is something you can do at home that you can't do at school? Be with my husband. I'm a family person, so while I am home, if I am home remotely, it is nice to be able to see him and spend more time with him and spend more time with my kids and my dogs and my horses and my goats, and that's my happy place.
I can cheat and I can play games while in between classes.
What is something you can do at home that you can't do at school? Drink coffee during class.
I can eat whenever I'm hungry. I don't have to really worry about that when I'm at home. But when I'm at school, I have to wait until I can eat. And I'm hungry all the time.
What can you do at school that you cannot do at home? I guess have that personal connection, I guess. I mean, you can get to know someone, but you don't really know them until you see them in person.
Well, for me, it's being with my students. One of the reasons I like coming to work is hearing my students' stories and interacting with them and laughing with them and, just, shooting the breeze sometimes with my students. And I can't do that when I'm at home. So that's one thing I like and enjoy being at school for.
Well, I can't eat with my friends on a daily basis during lunch. and many of my friends I only really see at school, so
See people like in real
I
life.
think this has been an unprecedented year, and we've all had to adjust and learn new habits and new ways of living. And I think the one thing that we can all take away from this, though, is never take for granted the opportunity to give a hug, to be with your friends and your loved ones, and to be able to just have the freedom to go do whatever it is you want to do and need to do without any worry or concern. So I think hopefully once this pandemic is over and we can all get on with our lives, I'm hoping that all of us will never take things for granted again, and we can just enjoy being with one another again.